If you take it here, so as I said, most some fuels will burn with a sooty flame, or some fuels burn with a blue flame, and somebody you can take, like you can say, coal or charcoal. If you take that person who is doing the ironing, you can see he will always will do the ironing by burning of coal. But coal will never produces the flame. Of course, it is appears to be red in color, but there is no flame will come from the coal or a charcoal. The person who is using for ironing that iron box, you can see inside. Understanding? Or you can lighten the agar what is this? Agiti sometimes. That is what for example, if you want to say what is exactly that, you can see in our home, agarbatti terimama, what we used to sell? Incense sticks. What we used to call everybody?
Incense sticks.
Yeah, incense sticks. So you can see that incense sticks and all, initially they will catch the fire, but later if you are, you can see, basically, they will just stop burning. They will never produces the flame, but automatically the burning reaction will takes place. They will be in a red in color, and slowly they will start producing the smoke. You can notice it. So now here, the coal or a charcoal, they used to call it as I think it's a Hindi word actually, means in the sense of sometimes just glows red and gives out heat without a flame. So because you can see, initially when you all can notice it in front of you, like definitely in our homes and all, near somebody iron person will be there. So you can see he will open it and he will put the coal inside. And by the time, if he will put the, like he will try to make them to catch the fire or burning them, initially they will start burning. You can notice it, all of you. And later they will stop burning, like with the flame, and only they will turn up into red in color. Have you all experienced it? At the beginning, before going to start the ironing the cloth, he will put some coal, black color coal or charcoal, and they will catch the fire and they'll burn with like a sooty flame or yellow flame. After certain time, automatically they will be flame will be like disappear. So because why, sir? So remember when I put the coal inside the iron box, initially basically that coal contains a certain amount of gases. The, like we can say, like normal gas, it contains some substances, gaseous substances, so that at initially if you will try to keep the fire, they will catch the fire and they will burn. That's why I'm saying flame is a what? A region where the combustion of gaseous substances takes place. So once the gases will vaporizes and they will burn on heating, as soon as the substances will burn, so the flame will disappear and they will glows into red. So that you can notice it, red color they will turn up and without producing flame. But beginning they will produce the flame. That is you have to remember. So the flame is produced only when gaseous substances burn. So when wood or charcoal is ignited, the volatile substances present vaporizes and burn with a flame in the beginning. Once the vaporizes, the gaseous substances vaporizes, then no gases are present in them. So that's why they will turn up into red in color. So like these substances, call it as a angithia, whatever the pronunciation you can take. But here there is a new word again, which many people don't know the meaning. What is that meaning? Everybody? What is that word? Volatile. Substances who can change the state easily, who can change physical state easily by changing small by changing. Who is that? Swadhan, focus on class. By changing by small change in temperature. Write that. By small changing in temperature. That is what we used to call it as a volatile substances. So even the small light change in temperature also, they can easily convert it. The physical state is easily converted. That is what we used to call it as a volatile substances. Understand it? So for example, if you take, sir, exact meaning if you want it, I will put 1 glass of water and I will put 1 glass of petrol in an open glass. Now you tell me after 10 minutes if I see whose quantity will be remain same and whose quantity will be disappear. Anybody? Yes, please. If I put 1 glass of water and 1 glass of petrol, which will be disappear after 10 minutes and who will be remain same in the after 10 minutes? Anybody?
Petrol will be disappeared.
Yes, please. Petrol will be disappear. Basically, you can notice it. Even petrol while you are filling, of white, the fumes are keep on appears going because petrol is a volatile substance. Petrol is a volatile substance which can change its physical state very easily. So, like that, I'm saying. So, if you take a wood or charcoal, why at the initially they will be getting flame? So the gaseous substances which are present, what is that gaseous? The volatile gaseous substances. Note it, everybody. So some volatile substances are present in them. So once if you ignite the fire, they will start burning and they will produce us the flame. And once they will over, they will stop producing flame and they will turn up into red. Just they will glows red and gives out heat without a flame. So that is the reason why some substances burn with or without flame. Because if there is no volatile substances present, then that fuel will never burn with the what? With the flame. So that is what you have to remember. So now, a luminous flame, you all know luminous means which can produce us the light. So is seen when the atoms of the gaseous substances are heated. Please note it, everybody. So once the gas is over, then there is no flame is produced. Whatever the flame, yellow or blue, doesn't matter. So that is what you have to remember. So if you take that heated and started to glow, so the color produced by each element is a characteristic property of that particular element. So for example, you see, try to heat the copper wire in the flame of a gas stove and observe its color. You can see that incomplete combustion gives out soot, which is actually a carbon. On the basis which will, like we can say, either it is a yellow flame or it is a blue flame. How you can say? Yellow flame means you can say incomplete combustion, or it is maybe a unsaturated hydrocarbon. If it is the blue flame, what we can say? It is a saturated or unsaturated? Everybody. It is the saturated. Do you understand it? So blue flame means saturated hydrocarbon. Yellow flame means unsaturated hydrocarbon. But note 2 points here. Unsaturated hydrocarbons also produces blue flame. When, guys? Anybody can tell? When complete combustion. When the complete combustion will take place? When complete combustion takes place, Amma? When there is a, tell me, I already told you, when there is a sufficient supply of what? Pure oxygen. If there is a sufficient of, like we can say, pure oxygen, they will undergo complete burning and they will produce blue flame. And saturated hydrocarbons also they will produce yellow flame. When? Anybody can tell? Also produces yellow flame. When? Yes, please.
No sufficient
Yes, incomplete combustion. No sufficient supply of oxygen. The air holes are blocked. Then they will produce us. That is what you have to remember. I hope you all understand what I am saying. Everybody clear? So that is why some substances they will produce the flame and some substances not produce the flame. So instead of producing the flame, you can see if there is a gaseous substance, they will produce the luminous light as well as heat. But if there is no gaseous substances, they will burn, but they will burn without a flame. They will give out heat. That is the most important thing. You have to remember it. So every word is important. Every line is important. Please note it and you learn it. Everything, anything can ask in the exam. So very, very important. All of you write it. Clear, Abba? Yes, please. All of you. Respond, Ra. So candle is a what? Saturated or unsaturated? All of you. Candle will produce what flame? Candle will produce what flame, Ra?
Yellow.
Yellow flame. So two types of flame. Write it that. So one is blue flame. So blue flame, complete combustion or incomplete combustion? Everybody? Complete combustion of fuels takes place due to the what? Sufficient supply of oxygen or insufficient supply of oxygen? Everybody? Yes, please.
Sufficient.
Sufficient supply of oxygen. Sufficient supply of oxygen. Okay, everybody? So it is a luminous or non-luminous flame? Luminous or non-luminous? Non-luminous. That is what you can see. Blue flame is called it as a non-luminous. Note it, everybody. It produces less light because no or less number of unburnt particles, because no or less number of unburnt particles, unburnt particles of carbon. Extremely important. That is only call it as a soot. So it is having a less number of unburnt particles. That is why it is called it as a non-luminous flame. That is what all of you remember. So what is the example? LPG, CNG, compressed natural gas, liquefied petroleum gas. So that is what we used to say like a gas stove. So what I think most of us now we are using a gas stove. So this is what example. Yellow flame, write it. Incomplete combustion, next, due to the what? Insufficient supply of, yes please, due to sufficient or insufficient, all of you.
Insufficient.
Yes, insufficient supply of oxygen, insufficient supply of oxygen, and it will produce a what flame? Yellow flame or blue flame? Everybody, it is the yellow flame. So yellow flame is very bright. That is why we used to say it is the luminous flame. Note it. Yellow flame is called it as a what? Everyone? Luminous flame. And blue flame is called it as a non-luminous flame. Clear, everyone? Aswin, Arul. Yes, please do it. All of you. Ashik.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now it will produce what? Glowing. It will produce. It is luminous because of what? Unburnt carbon particles. What is the reason? Everybody? Unburnt carbon particles. That unburnt carbon particles only we used to call it as some particles. What is that particles? Soot particles. Clear, everybody? All of you? So that unburnt carbon particles is known as soot particles. Black color one. So now candle produces yellow flame or blue flame? Candle produces yellow flame or blue flame? Everybody?
Yellow flame.
Yellow flame. Understanding? Because it is unsaturated hydrocarbon and as well as insufficient supply of oxygen. So note it, everybody. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. So this is what is about it. Now, There is one more activity which we left. That is also we'll finish it now. So yellow flame and blue flame is very, very important. So in unsaturated hydrocarbons also will produce as blue flame. If there is a pure supply of oxygen, note that, very, very important. Don't think that unsaturated means always yellow flame. No. If there is a case, if there is a pure supply of oxygen, unsaturated hydrocarbons also will produce as blue flame. And you note that. Okay. Sooty or black flame. Now this activity. So to prove that a flame and what is the smoke is absurd, we are taking a compounds like naphthalene, camphor and alcohol. You can see. So place a metal plate above the flame. If there is a deposition on the plate in case of any compound. So like you can say, you can take a Bunsen burner or Bunsen burner and you take the chemical compound in a spatula, like one time naphthalene, one time camphor and one time alcohol, and above you put some metal plate. So what is the purpose? Anybody can tell? Metal plate. So if any soot is producing, it will be deposited here. If the soot is depositing here, it is a saturated or unsaturated? Everybody. If the soot is depositing, it is saturated or unsaturated? Soot is depositing, it is unsaturated hydrocarbon. If no soot is depositing, it is a saturated hydrocarbon. So if you notice it, all of you, so in these three things, take naphthalene one time, take camphor one time, take alcohol, everything. Now take a small piece of naphthalene spatula and burn it in a burner. Next, observe the nature of the flame and smoke. Next, same you take it as a camphor also, and you observe it. Next, you take alcohol and you burn it. Now tell me, who will burn, whom you are expecting which will burn without a smoke, without any kind of soot? Anybody? I already taught you people. Yes, please. Methane, ethane, we studied, we replaced with the hydrocarbons. Yesterday also we studied, today also I told you. Methanol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Remember, alcohol burns with without any smoke and no soot is deposited on the metal plate. Because alcohol is a what? Saturated or unsaturated? Everybody. It is the, please respond. Saturated. It indicates that alcohol is a saturated hydrocarbon. So that is why it will never burns with a sooty flame. But if you take naphthalene and camphor, actually they are the unsaturated hydrocarbon. Both camphor and naphthalene, unsaturated. So they will burn with a sooty flame or normal blue flame. Everybody, they will burn with a sooty flame, and as the black soot get deposited on the metal plate, a black color soot will deposited. So that is you have to remember. All of you understanding? So naphthalene is unsaturated or saturated? Everybody. Naphthalene and camphor. Everyone? Naphthalene and
Unsaturated.
camphor, both they are unsaturated. Means the molecules having double bond or single bond. Anybody?
Double bond.
Double bond. So remember, naphthalene molecules have double bonds at alternative positions. Note it. Naphthalene balls has double bonds at alternative positions. So that is what is the reason they are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So saturated hydrocarbons burns with what? Speak loudly. Saturated hydrocarbons burns with what? A clean flame, while unsaturated carbons will give a yellow flame with a lot of black smoke. That is what we used to say. Black smoke, we used to say sooty flame. Note it, everybody. And clean flame also we can call it as a non-luminous flame. Non-luminous flame, or we can say blue flame. Note it, all of you. Very, very important. So till here, please all of you go through that, and including formation of coal and petroleum. Please learn it. You make it, and then this is also very important. Formation of coal and all. Then we'll start the oxidation reaction. That is what? Substitution reaction and addition reaction. From tomorrow, we will continue with this oxidation, substitution, and as well as further reactions and all. Okay. I hope you all understand. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. Are you clear, everybody? Please respond, guys. Love you.
Yes, sir.
So till here,
Yes, sir.
go through that, everything you learn. Whenever you have a small doubt also, please ask me. Very, very important from now onwards. Each concept having a greater importance. Okay. Thank you, everybody. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. So please prepare. I think tomorrow you have an exam. You can see that, and next day we'll try to finish this as early as possible. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, get back to
Thank
work.
you, sir.
Reading. Thank